Now that you have an understanding of paragraph structure and evidence, let's talk about how you should incorporate this into your essay. Remember that in your introduction, you will give your readers some background information, the problem statement, and finally, your recommended option. But how do you arrive at this option? In order to convince your reader that your recommended option is best, you must present a fair analysis of the different options that proves your recommendation to be the winner. To approach this correctly in writing, imagine for a moment that the lead character from your case has actually come to you asking for advice. You are now a consultant for this company, and in order to guide them to the best possible decision for their situation, you must objectively analyze and critique each option before arriving at the recommended one that you will later present to your client. So, you will first research the possible options of the case, which will help you identify some common criteria to fairly evaluate these options, so that later you can decide which option you actually recommend. To effectively present this to the client, you'll need to write about each option one at a time with its analysis based upon your criteria. Think about it like this. After your introduction, you will present one of the company's alternative options. This is the option you are not recommending. Write about the disadvantages of this option first and use evidence to support your analysis. You'll also want to mention an advantage to show you have considered this option from all sides. Just make sure you critique this advantage by explaining why the disadvantages outweigh the advantage and use evidence to strengthen your critique. This will actually help to prove why this option isn't the best. Next, you will present your recommended option. Write about the advantages you found for this option using evidence and analysis to support these advantages. Again, you will want to show you have considered all angles of this option. So go ahead and write about a disadvantage, but critique it to explain why all the advantages outweigh this disadvantage. Don't forget to support this critique and analysis with evidence. Remember, your analysis of each option should be based on the criteria you have identified through your research of the possible options in the beginning. Criteria will vary from case to case, but examples of criteria could be corporate image, maintaining profits, effects on company morale, and even customer satisfaction. Now that you have fairly analyzed and proved that your recommended option is best, you're ready to move on to the how of the essay, the action plan.